Certainly an advantage of being a young agent. Not only do you have the enthusiasm on your side, I think it's definitely a big point of difference that when you're working as a young agent, that you've got a big team around you that can convey that correctly to the client and show that it's not just me, it's the team.
When I first started, most people, it was still your newspaper and your window cards and your signs. And now internet has just blown everything else away. So being able to keep up with people around and then the people that are selling that may be more into technology, I think that's a bit of an advantage for us that we can adapt very quickly.
I found that it's probably more so an advantage to me because in our Pacific area there's a lot of first home buyers at the moment. A lot of those are Gen Y, which don't really like dealing with the older agents. They want someone new and fresh and outgoing. So I find that I actually get a lot of young people coming to me, and also a lot of my vendors as well are those young people. All of these types of things like Facebook, it's all really great for help getting your profile out there to the Gen Y people.
The technology that we've embraced in our office now, I'm sort of leading the charge with blog, Facebook, Twitter and property videos. No other agent in our area is doing these interactive videos, and it's not just selling the property but also the lifestyle. And because you're dealing with such a global base of the internet, every person who looks on it's such a really good selling point that a lot of your typical real estate agents don't use. You know, they just put a signboard, give out brochures and phone people back, that's it. So it's a really good, I think, the Gen Y have embraced that because we are a bit more, I suppose, technology savvy.
One thing that I do specifically like about Facebook is the fact that you can add everyone that you meet to it. They know who you are, and it's a type of way of getting yourself across to them, but it's not being in their face. It's not telemarketing. It's not putting letters in their letterbox every week. You're always there. They're constantly seeing you, and I think that's a really, really smart way of marketing to the younger Gen Y clientele.
And when young people buy a property, they get really excited and put the link from realestate.com onto Facebook. And so then every time somebody's clicking into their Facebook to see what they've bought, they're also seeing your name. And it's good for database contact as well. You can contact everybody on your database or as many people as you want for no cost through email. Each week, every fortnight, and it just makes it so much easier. There's no manual labour involved in it. If you set it up, just email us out to everybody.
Do your research. There's so many offices you can fall into. There's so many good agents out there. Their careers are wasted away because they get held up in office politics. They've gone to the wrong office, the wrong principal. They've got bad ethics, bad training programs. So you've got to do your research, go out there. And the best way to do that is just go out and see them in action.
To the actual agents in the office, because a big thing for me was having the people in my office help me when I started. They really, really did a lot for me, walked me through a lot of things, and the general thing used to be, there's your desk, there's your phone, that's it, you're on your own. But there's so much training out there on how to do it these days, you don't have to be on your own.
I think by surrounding yourself with other successful agents in an area, success breeds success, and I've always thought that by learning from the best, obviously you will take on their characteristics and see how they do their business, and obviously as you're going through that learning process, you're going to be picking up things and start using them for yourself. I think a lot of it probably comes back to the staff within the business. I've been very, very lucky that I have purchased a very successful agency which already had a number of successful staff in it. I've structured a team environment. One thing as a principal I've always focused on, and also for my staff as well, is not to get caught up with what the other agents are doing. Let's just focus on what we do best and stick with that. You know, we want to see ourselves as market leaders, not followers.
I think probably one of the biggest mistakes that I've made is I have been trusting of some people. Not everybody is trustworthy out there, and it does come across sometimes that you get burnt. But it's also been a learning experience, so it's not really something that I would take back, because without it I wouldn't have learnt not to do it.
This is probably most recently, and we've actually positioned ourselves that we're writing a lot more figures now, but we're also raised the bar in terms of our marketing. But we just recently we compromised on that marketing to suit a personality of a seller, and it's something we just don't do. We just don't, you know, we stick to our laurels, we stick to what's important to us and how we want to portray our business, what clients we want to service, and it came back and bit us. So that's something I just will not do, is that you stick to your guns, stick to what's true to what you want to achieve and the company's promoting as well. And if you're not having that same message going through, then you're not, you know, you're going to create more headaches for yourself, and you just don't want that sort of business.